What is up, my friends? Welcome to an Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm CopperPitch. We're going to be breaking down each pick and pack. When this set was here 6 months ago, I had about a 60% win rate and had almost 30 or more trophies in this set. This is one of my favorite sets of all time. I really enjoyed drafting and it just meshed with my style quite a bit. So let's see if we can't pick up where we left off. There are some ridiculous bombs in this set, which I do not care for, like Bonnie Paul and stuff, which kind of just ruin games, but let's see what we've got here. We got a Shepherd of the Clouds, which is very nice. 4/3 flyer vigilance, and when it enters, you get to return a target permanent card with mana 3 or less to from your graveyard to your hand. And if it's a mount, it just goes straight to the battlefield. That's pretty nutty. I also really love a Hard Bristle Bandit, just a great mana dork that can untap itself and retap again. And a Mystical Tether is good removal for white. Yeah, this is a pretty easy Shepherd of the Clouds, though. So if we can get some mounts, that's pretty cool. All right, Nexus of Becoming. At the beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card. Then you may exile an artifact or creature from your hand. If you do, create a token that's a copy, except it's a 3/3. I recall this being pretty good. It's obviously 6 mana and a little bit slow, but it can play the turn it comes down. It does impact the board because you can play it pre-combat, right? So, I mean, I think that this is a decent card. What are we passing up? Karavak the Punisher. Whenever you commit crime, exile 1 black card from your graveyard and copy it. Yeah, I don't think this card ever really popped off for me. Badlands Revival is phenomenal. But if, yeah, we want to stay in white, potentially. There's really nothing here for us. Kind of an overall meh pack. I do like the Badlands Revival, but I'm going to take the Nexus here. I think it's a pretty good card. We can get an Arnex here. There's a Beaver and an Entertainer in green. We want to be like a green-white mount type deck, but I think that the Arnex is the best card anyway in this pack. Outside of maybe Crom, but Crom is in a bad color pairing, so pretty easy Arnex here. Also, it's a great card for the Shepherd. Brings it straight back to the battlefield if it's in the graveyard. Another blue-red card, but I don't think that the blue-red was pretty good in this set. I think it was pretty terrible. Hypothesizzle, another blue-red card. I think Hypothesizzle was kind of decent, though. One of the decent blue-red cards. Truly not much else here for me. I don't like a Medic very much. Yeah, I'm going to take a Medic and be really sad about it. I don't think that card's very good at all. Okay, here we got ourselves a Sharpshooter. A Holy Cow is great, though, too, if we want to stay in white. Sharpshooter is a better card, but Holy Cow is in our color. So cutting it is pretty decent. There's also a Hard Bristle Bandit, pick 5. That might be more telling. Although this is an uncommon, it's still here. It's kind of surprising. Wow, this is tough. I'm surprised that the Hard Bristle Bandit's still here, but the Sharpshooter is just way too good, I think. You get to plot it for 4, and then it deals 2 damage to any target. So you get like a shock for free, basically. For free, quote-unquote, because then you get to play the 3/3 Reach the following turn for free. So I do like that a lot. Another Hard Bristle Bandit, though, now makes me kind of sad. And there's not much white here. So, I mean, I'm going to take the Bandit here, and then we'll see where we end up. Yeah, I'm going to take the Hard Bristle Bandit here, and then we'll just see. Seems like green could be open. Back for More still being here. Pick 7's pretty nuts. That card's pretty great. Quilled Charger is okay. I don't think there's a world where we end up playing Back for More. Wow, I mean, how is this here pick 7, though? Card's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think the Quilled Charger is particularly good, so I'm just going to take the good card here. It's a shame that white dried up like that. It was looking pretty great. I take the Boombox. It's kind of crazy. But it does work when it works. Blue-red land, unfortunate. White-black. There is nothing for us, man. Holy smokes. I think the Pulverizer is just okay, but it's like decent filler. It's a 4/5 with reach for 5. And then it can poke your opponent a little bit. I'll take the 2 mana 3/3. Not surprised at this wield. Trickshot is okay removal. It's not something I'd want to play. All right, pack 1 started off with a ton of promise and now is just absolutely trash. I don't even know what colors we're looking at right now. That was a pretty ugly pack. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we didn't really pass good cards. Just there wasn't really anything for us. For anybody. Reanimate's pretty nutty. You get to put target creature card from a graveyard, any graveyard, onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to its mana value. But I mean, 1 mana, lose 5 life. Play like a, 5/5 or something on turn 2 if you're able to discard something or your opponent discards something. Pretty nutty. God, there's just nothing again, man. Like, Make Your Unluck is great if we were in green-blue, but I don't really think we are. I don't think we're in black either, but maybe there's a world where we end up in green-black. Another bandit here. The red-white bluffs could come in handy, but I'm going to take the best card because I think this card is absolutely busted. It's not legal in a number of formats for a good reason. Eartha Joe, if we want to try and get back to our blue or our white-red ways here. I think Eartha Joe is decent. You get a lot of value because it enters with a 1/1 token, so you're getting 3/5 worth of stats for 4, but then it gets to tap twice effectively. Outlaws Merriment, another red-white here, and that's a really strong one if you can get it cooking. You get free creature every single turn. That is absurd. We're going to go for it. We'll try and get back to our red-white ways here. I don't think we passed any red-white that were, like, taking something else on speculation. I think we just literally saw almost nothing else. Wow, the Stoic Sphinx is so broken. Flash 5/3 with hexproof. That card is so broken. Oh my god. Why are we not in blue right now? Pick 4? No one is in blue? What is happening? There's a property tycoon I think we have to take here. This is genuinely one of my favorite cards. Like, this thing is a stone cold bomb. You have to flash it in at the end of your opponent's turn, and then it just has hexproof. It's crazy. Or even flash it in the middle of your opponent's turn and block something out of it, Crazy. I love Repulse, too, man. There's some really good blue cards all of a sudden. We do have a Roadrunner as well, which has haste, and the 3 mana can't be blocked by anything except for creatures with haste is kind of cool late game. And sneak through. So this is kind of what we're looking at right now. A couple possibilities for splashes here. It is not pretty. Okay, Form of Posse is great. Prickly Pear is maybe better. The Form of Posse, how helpful is this in our deck? I just really like Prickly Pear. I think Posse is good as like a top-end type card, but I don't think we need top-end value type cards. We have Nexus and Outlaws Merriment for just ridiculous value. Oh man, the Gila Courser is really nice. I really want some removal, but I'm not going to take it over this. This allows you some card advantage. You get to exile stuff at the top of your library. It's also a mount, which is great for the Shepherd. All right, easy Coyote here. All right, finally things are starting to come together a little bit. Mind Raider's not that good, but if we have enough. Assassin, Rogue, Mercenary, no Pirates. Yeah, we don't have that many ways to proc this, but it might get cut probably. Nice if you have lots of Outlaws. Stagecoach is filler, but it's fine. Our removal is extremely thin right now. Pretty much just none, huh? Okay. Pretty much the Longhorn Sharpshooter is my only removal outside of this bad Trick Shot. Trick Shot's not that bad in this set. There are a ton of tokens, so you can typically 2-for-1 with it, but killing a 1/1's not always super relevant. Thanks. Okay, pack 3. I need the hookup. We got to get hooked up here. Lotus Ring, I don't recall being that good. Indestructible, equipped creature gets +3/+3, and has vigilance. Sacrifice this creature, add 3 mana of any one color. Equip 3. I mean, 6 to equip. Oh, Laughing Jasper Flint. Okay, we are 100% going to be playing this card. This is my favorite card from the set. I love this guy. It is so disgusting. You do need to have a lot of mercenaries. Beginning of your upkeep, exile X cards off the top of your opponent's library. Oh my god, it's so gross. I'm gonna have to be able to splash black though, somehow. That means we could play the reanimate as well if we can again find a way. Like this would be nice. Desert's Dew, murder. I desperately do need some fixing and removal here, so that's what we're prioritizing here. We kind of have none. Fixing here, we could go Gardener, but I think the cow is good. Pylons is perfect for fixing here when you only have like 1 or 2 things you need to splash. It costs 1 extra mana to splash your splashy card, but even if we had to pay 2 to play Reanimate, that's still worth it. And same goes for Laughing Jasper. Flint is absurd at 3 mana. So yeah, even at worst case scenario, you pay 4 for it. That's great. All right, here's some removal. I don't think Hell to Pay was that good. What does it deal? X damage, target creature, create a number of tapped treasure tokens. I think it's good, but I think that the Explosive Derailment is probably better. 3 mana, deal 4. This would cost 5 to deal 4, and then you don't get any treasure tokens unless you pay even more. Oh, there's also an Arnix though. God, we need the Explosive Derailment. Scorching Shot is really good. That is a 2 mana, deal 5. You do need double red, which is tough, and it's a sorcery. Caught in the Crossfire is interesting. Would love another Coyote, but I think we need the removal, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Scorching. The Wolverine is okay. Another 2-drop. Yeah, we can cut the Medic. Add this. I'm good with that. Although we might actually have to play everything because we're short on some playables here. Is there a world where we play Boombox? Yeah. There's a world where this Boombox is our best removal spell. Oh boy. Alright, this is the deck currently. Wolverine's good. Cut a Medic for that. Although we might just want like a Medic in this deck. Is a rogue. I don't think the duelists are very good in this deck, but they're 2-drops. They are assassins. We kind of just want to survive until we get some big, ridiculous value cards out. Like, any of these 3 cards can just win the game. I don't want verification. Yeah, whatever it's called. Alright. I think this is pretty much the deck. We need to make 1 cut. He's not terrible. We might actually play him over a duelist or something. We'll see. Might actually want 2 duelists. When you have 2 duelists, they kind of get a little bit cooler. If you can tap both every single turn, you're pinging for 2 a turn. It starts to add up quickly. Maybe the duelist, maybe the Wolverine. What do we got? Nexus, Trick Shot, Merriment. Boombox is crazy. Derailment. I think we could cut the Peddler. Maybe the Stagecoach. Okay. I think this is the deck here. This looks pretty good. We might not have as much fixing as I would like here in order to be splashing these 2 black cards, but they are absolutely worth splashing, so gonna go for it here. Ooh, okay. So we have white and red. Coyote is not a mercenary. You always get to create that? Okay, I thought maybe you had to have another mercenary in play. Alright. Looks good-ish. do need to find a black source, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit him in the face for 2 here. Could have plotted it and then maybe like given the outlaw next turn like haste or something, and okay. Costs 4 to plot. Alright, so we're gonna play Prickly. Alright, we hit a land here. No, wow. We drew both of our black cards back to back. That's frustrating. Okay. Oh, and this card's really good, too. Whenever you commit a crime, you look at the top 5 cards of your library. There's never a world where he is going to trade this. Okay. Opponent hits all 3 of his colors. Only fair now that I get to hit all 3 of my colors. Wow. That doesn't seem fair to me at all. Part of me wants to just swing with the Outlaw Medic and hope that he blocks. We're gonna keep swinging with the Prickly Pear here. Okay. So awkward to run out the Sharpshooter without plotting it. Not doing anything right now, so I'm just gonna pass. The only thing it is doing is that it is a rogue, so that if we did get Jasper out the following turn, like another mercenary, but Quilled Charger, eh? Okay. Alright. Land Ho. Let's swing with everything here. We could just play this too. I mean, this card absolutely rocks your opponent. Like 4 mana, that's crazy. Beginning of your upkeep, yeah. So I'm gonna go like this. And I'm actually gonna go like this. And if he wants to block the medic, I'm gonna then obviously plot the Sharpshooter instead of playing the Outlaw's Merriment. And now we get to draw cards. We heal a little bit. We've got a guy plotted. We can play this and this. Things look good. He's 2 of these? Jeez. Alright, calm down. He's down to 7 here if he doesn't block. Okay. I don't know if I said my thought out loud or finished my thought, but I think I was starting to say that he's in green, so he could have ways to blow up enchantments. So we have to hope he doesn't hit any of those. Well, it looks like maybe he's splashing green. No, he's definitely, I don't know. No, he just only has 1 green land and lots of everything else. Probably splashing black, it looks like. Okay. Derailment's crazy. He gets to get a lot of land here. There goes all our mercenaries for Jasper, but that's a crazy attack, man. Okay. 1 damage to any target. Sure, we'll go face. Do we have any, no mounts. Okay. We can either put a flyer, and these do have reach, so I don't think the flyer is relevant. Yeah, there's not really much we could do here. I think we swing with everything here and then just Shepherd. Maybe it's a little too greedy. I'm a greedy person. That being said, if we just wait around, the Outlaws Merriment wins the game for us, but I'm not into waiting around. Let's grab the Coyote, because then he can wreak some havoc. We can give something else haste as well. Okay. Got one card in hand, but he's threatening only 6. Oh. Okay. He can't really swing here, though, unless he's going to win. Wow. Like, we have a Coyote. We're going to get a free creature here with haste. We have one card in hand. Obviously don't need the land. Does 1 to any targets. We just need to do 3 to his face now. Trick shot. So we can kill his Silver Deputy here. We swing for 3. This swings as well. Plus this will pump something as well. Yeah, so we can do both. We might as well. Wait. Creature token? Oh. Oh, it's trying to target my own tokens. I was like, what? So if he kills either of the 2s, he still dies. If he kills both the 2s, we die. I'm still going to go for it. He's got 1 card. He'd have to have something that can kill both 2s. Okay, we got him. It's been 6 months since I played the set, so I have to remember all the cards that are possible here. Yeah, this looks great. If we can get any land, we get Outlaw Merriment on 4. Opponent green could have some ways to blow it up. There is the other color land we need. Okay. Turn 2, we could probably play... So if we plot this turn 3... I think this is our best bet here. Ours is going to get to swing as a 4/2 first striker, so... Yeah, turn 4 Merriment is going to be nutty. So we need another white source. I imagine he's holding up a cow here. It's just tough because part of me wants to just play the medic. No, we need to do it this way. And just block the Frontier Seeker. But... I do think he's holding up a cow here, so I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, Shepherd of the Clouds is pretty nice. So now if we do lose our Arnix at some point. Okay, he has steer clear. I was wrong. And now I look like a fool for flashing the holy cow. Giant beaver. Okay. It's going to be really hard to overcome this if he can't blow it up, though. And play this out. It's slow this turn. We'll eat a couple damage here. Oh, can that blow up the... Wow. That's disgusting. Okay. Well, next turn we get the Shepherd plus the Arnix back out, so... Not the end of the world. Come on. Oh, you have to have the mount out in order to bring the thing to the battlefield. Okay. Been 6 months. I thought it would just return the mount to the battlefield. That's not how that card works. Got it. Duly noted. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely get wrecked here by many things, but I think we have to go for the block. We're down to 11 health. Yeah, got something like that. That's going to hurt. Okay. So... Definitely want to get the medic out. Let me go ahead and take the time to plot this, play this guy out as... I don't think it matters. We have literally everything we need. Grab a red. Yikes. That's a bad card for me to see. Now we can swing with everything. Yikes. Okay. Oh boy. Jeez. That's unfortunate. We're basically dead here. You do 4 through the air. Sterling Keykeeper needs to stay alive here, so we can tap down the Sterling Supplier. Sterling on Sterling violence. And I'm definitely going to double block the Beaver here. And the Frontier Seeker if we can. Probably try and... But we do need to keep this Sterling Keykeeper alive as well, so... Not going to be easy. Okay. Yikes. Oh. It's pretty gross. We just lose everything. Then have to block all of this next turn somehow. Come on. That's brutal. Okay. Guess we're gonna ditch the Keykeeper here. Greedy, but I'm gonna keep the Nexus. Okay, we got Merriment into Nexus. Rest in peace to my trained Arnix. That's not a good draw. We do need to find land here now, desperately. Or we can't do anything. Come on. And this could be a holy cow. Alright. We need land. Come on. It's so obnoxious, man. Mulligan down to 6, and then we miss land. I mean, not cool. Yeah, we'll double block. We'll take up the shield. Cake skin. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. Sure. Another holy cow? That's a holy cow, all right. All right. What? Getting deja vu here. I have gotten 3 creatures from this so far over the course of 2 different games, and I've only ever gotten a human rogue and never have had anything to poke with it. Okay. Not helpful, but we're going to kill you. Land, landy land. Give me some land. Ancient Cornucopia. Whenever you cast a spell that's 1 or more colors, you gain 1 life. Add 1 mana of any color. Hey, that's a card. That's a card. Okay. All right. All we need now is some land. Griffin, I don't recall being that good. When it dies, you create a mercenary. Interesting. Okay, we're getting good hits off this thing. That's a saddle 1 right there. Is it exile for 1 turn until next turn? Okay, so we can play the medic first. We don't really need to, though, so let's just go ahead and tap this down. Okay. At a minimum, we hit a land off of it, which is still worth it. Down to 5. Okay. Medic draws me a card and heals me most of the time. He's also got a medic, though. Okay. At least we have something to ping here, although this immediately... Huh. So if we kill this, then we can't swing with a 3-1, which we pump to a 4-1. We just eat it. If I poke this, I could swing with both 3-1s. Kind of cute. I just hit him in the face. Now he has to block both of these. They both have trample. That gets me the Nexus, and we can play Jasper here. So at the beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card, then exile creature. Create a token as a copy, except it's a 3/3. That's fine. But this happens at your upkeep, so I don't think we even need to be aggressive now, to be honest. I will play the Nexus out. Free combat here, as we then get some value from it. Draw a card first. Although, what do we want to pump here? I kind of want to pump the medic, because if we swing this, he blocks here. Both of these block. 2 still gets through. He heals for 1, so only 1 gets through. He's down to 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that's not worth it. I think we could just sit back and be smart about this. Holy cow. Gets the heal for a bunch. Gains 2 there, gains another 1 there. Back down to 6. We still have a bunch of mercenaries. 5, holy smokes. We have an Outlaws Merriment and the Nexus of Becoming online. That is... And a Jasper, by the way. Like, if you have 3 cards that you have to kill... Killed 1. I am not amused. Okay, I mean, it's close. Wow, we hit land. That is not cool. Alright. Wow. What can we get back and not die? And that is helpful. We get back like a flyer. We eat 4. Out of value. I can get back the Reacher here, right? That'd eat 3. That's probably where we're going to be at. He blocks this. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. Heal for 1. Not worth it. Okay. Should have pumped it, huh? What is better, the Griffin and eating some damage? Probably not. A holy cow heals me, actually, so we would only eat 1. But then you can't block all of the... Whereas this blocks both forever. Go down to 4, though. Then he hits me for 2. That's a little bit scary. Kind of like the holy cow, to be honest. We only eat 1. We get to scry. Get rid of that. This has to be lethal. Wow, we miss. Okay, he's gonna block one of these. We do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 1 off lethal. Come on. I'm gonna swing at this no matter what, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, Deadeye is nice. That's a 3-3 now instead of a 1-3. I'll hold these back as blockers here for the 6-6 so we don't die. He'll kill the medic, but then we hopefully get to play something. Doesn't kill the medic, and then we get to heal. That's fine as well. If he kills the medic outright with a spell, that'd be bad. Okay. That I don't mind. Okay. Oops. Didn't see that I have reach. Almost got him. Okay, there's a life linker. That's nice. And we hit more land. Come on, dude. Alright. Gonna pump this one. That's pretty. Alright, so now we just get to ping him for 2 each turn. And have more reach. I'll just swing with this. Be happy about it. There's no world where you don't block this. Like, that's crazy. Wow, we are drawing very poorly. Okay. Trick shot. There you go. That's a card. I don't mean tramplers, so okay. Wow, that's a nice hit as well. Oh, it doesn't give me the that's fine. Oh, this isn't the coyote. It's confusing because I have a coyote and a roadrunner. I thought it was the coyote. Cool. Yeah, looks great. Let's keep it. We just need one to pilot the Gila. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, it's good to see it out early so we don't have to deal with it later. Blowing up my artifacts and enchantments, but we do need to kill it. So I'm going to go ahead and lead on this. And if he swings with the varmint, I will trade. Does mean we can't pilot the Gila, but we have a few turns for that anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Easy block. If he's got something cool. Blood Hustler is a pretty good card. Okay, let's go Gila here. We can get the Shepherd out on 5, so next turn we can play both duelists. Like we're not going to have a mount, potentially. Okay. Maybe we do want to keep the mount around so we can immediately get... Yeah. I think I'm going to try and... I think he's going to kill it. Or maybe he just wants to pump his Blood Hustler here. I don't know. I think he's probably got something to kill the Gila, but... If it stays on the board, then the Shepherd is better, so... Looks like a punch, maybe? No. Okay. Fine with that. We get this thing back to hand. I mean, he can pump this to a 3/3. His entire turn. Okay. Probably just it hits me for 2 if we don't block, and then he gets to play something out, but can't really double block there. Oh boy. That's gross. This could be really ugly. Okay, that's fine. He's just going to play this. He doesn't have any 1-mana thing, so... He kills off a Death Toucher, which... Okay. Alright, Reanimate is interesting if we had any... black sources. Okay. He still gets to swing with everything here. But we could double block his Contractor with the Duelists. That's annoying. Does that proc once a turn or every time? Just once a turn. Okay. There is a world where we just kill the Blood Hustler here. He might have Fake Your Own Death, but he now can't double fake, right? Yeah, I'm going to go for it. If we find a black source, we can get the Shepherd back, so I'm not too devastated if we lose it. Definitely don't want to see that Blood Hustler sticking around here, so I don't know what he could have. Fake Your Own Death, at least it still comes back as a 1/1, so that's fine. He could have some type of removal to kill one of the Duelists, but... Crash the Town is disgusting. Okay. And Deserts do. Okay, so thoroughly blown out here. Pretty gross. But he did use up all of his hand to do that, so... And he didn't get the value of the trample and drawing cards, so... We're doing it all over again. I'm double blocking again. He can pump it once. Okay. It's your whole turn. I'm happy. This is not bad. This gives me Reanimate. Okay. What do we want to reanimate? We've got the 5 damage to my face Shepherd, which will then also bring back the Gila Courser. I mean, I think that's the best bet, right? One mana 4/3 plus Gila Courser. Shame we didn't have a mount on the battlefield, but beggars can't be choosers. Now, do we actually want the Prickly Pear? We get 2 more bodies instead of just 1 4/2. 4/2 draws me 1 extra card, though. And trades off. I'm going to go with that. Okay. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. Beautiful. Opponent is tapped out. We're going to mount this. How do we want to do this? We're going to swing with the Shepherd. I guess we're tapping the Minecart Raider. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we're swinging with the Minecart. Just tapping this down. That is not helpful. That being said, if we do find the other black card we have, Jasper. Alright, Merriman's staying on top. That'll take over the game in a second here. As long as he has no more varmints. Alright, good stuff. Don't think it matters here. Let's go. Okay, let's keep it rolling. This deck's definitely trophyable. Not if we start with a hand like this. All red, no red. Mana. That is my favorite arena trick. I haven't even seen Eartha Joe yet. God, this hand would have been phenomenal. We go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Bonus 3-drop. God. Those are the frustrating ones. You get a trick shot here, so we can't really ditch. Oh, no. Okay, this is not the sure shot or whatever, where you need the double red. I will pitch a red land here. Okay. Still got 2-drop, 3-drop, and then we got nothing. So, a little awkward. Do you have 7 2-drops in your hand or something? What is going on right now? That is wild. Okay. He's got a coyote. We got to reanimate. That's pretty nice with the black source already. We end up dumping something into our graveyard. Not a big deal. Whatever he plays here is going to have haste and +1/+1. So, I mean, it's going to be annoying. Yeah. I think I'm going to go no blocks here because I think we need to be able to scry if we miss land here, which we did. I don't think I have a choice. I think we have to saddle up here and dig for land. That's an interesting one. We do not have an outlaw, though, so that's not helpful. Okay. Don't like that. Sharpshooter is certainly playable here, but would be even better if we could take out a coyote in the process. Wow, he's got the Roadrunner and the coyote. Keeps the coyote back. I would have kept the pressure up. Luckily, we hit a land here, so we can now kill the Roadrunner, perhaps. Because this one can actually keep getting through for damage when we're really low, which is annoying. I'm just debating if we actually want to still swing, and if we do want to swing, do we leave the coyote alive? I'm actually okay with this. Because if he trades for the coyote, which seems to be his plan, otherwise why would he do that? Now we get rid of all of his 2/2s, so he's not really threatening that much damage anymore. Now next turn we've got a mountain and a sharpshooter for free. We're one card away from the Nexus. Our Reanimate is looking a little bit sketchy, but we can always get back something like a Roadrunner or a Coyote. Coyote would be really nasty. Does get some bonus damage in here. But not yet. He has to hit me first. Okay. And this is just going to be a 2-2 or something right now. It's not really that big. Obviously, you get something next turn, but... I think we plot this, reanimate something here. Likely the Coyote. Smack for a lot. 6, 7, 8. Leave ourselves open for a counter of 3. Actually, we also eat 2 more, so a little bit sketchy maybe. Could also just play this out. I don't think we actually even need... Target creature can't block. I mean, that's not super relevant. I think running this out and then... like, we'll lose a card, but that's fine. We now get to saddle this, which is going to scry, which I think is basically as good as... drawing a card. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It's slow, but... can we handle slow right now? Probably. Nexus is maybe better, but when it's down to 8, we got a lot of creatures out that turn. I think worst case scenario, we're going to be down to hopefully only 7. Okay, that is large. It's a big boy. We're gonna have to kill the Cactarantula here, and okay. Maybe we kill the 6/6 actually. We can easily block the 6/5, and then we don't have to target it, and then he gets a draw. He untapped a land. What? Did he just oh. Wow. Okay, that seems weird. Because it only makes... yeah, target creature can't block, not this creature can't be blocked, right? So, big difference. Yeah, that's really close to lethal. Is it lethal? I think it's just lethal, isn't it? Bad at math, but let's see. He blocks anything and then he's dead, right? Okay. Math. Math skills for the win. Wait. No. Could he have done something with this? No, he need untap. Well, I think he actually could have won this game. Let's re-examine here. Because he could have... You can do this whenever you want, right? Yeah, so he could have targeted one of my creatures and said that I couldn't block, which is a crime, which would have untapped this. And then he would have had 2 blockers. And then I would die on the clapback. So yeah. Oops. At least we saw it. I mean, that's the important thing. Who cares if you play well as long as you could have played well? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. We're getting close. It's almost trophy time. This looks fine. We have 1 white source, 2 red. Trick Shot and Gila Courser. I mean, Gila and the Trained Arnix are like the only thing we have to play, though, which is not great. Okay, we're on the draw. We just have to draw well. Opponent on a mulligan to 5 makes me happy. Me drawing more land does not make me happy. Okay. More land, huh? Big yikes. No more land the rest of the game, seriously. Let's draw me something useful here. 4-drop would be nice. At least we're going to get to Surveil here. Minecart is interesting, but not helpful. That one I actually wish was a land, so we could have pitched it. Deadeye Duelist. I mean, it's a 2-drop. A pretty weak card. Gotta pitch it here. Like, we don't need the treasure token. Obviously, if we find a black card, we're going to need the... Well, we have a black land. Yeah, so we don't need the treasure token at all. Scorching. Okay. A lot of trick shots, scorching shots. I think we do scorch this thing. This thing's pretty gnarly. Do we just play the mine card here and then... No, let's just swing the Gila and see what happens. I'm sure he'll block with the Vault Plunderer, but we get a free card, so... I'm okay with it. And then we can scorch this thing, because this thing is actually problematic. Okay. Probably kill that as well. Interesting. Alright, let's get the free land out. I'm gonna go minecart. Suit up. See what we're drawing next. I always think that says Property Tycoon. Take the Property Tycoon, Tycoon Brothers. What are they called? I don't know. I've never watched that show. Answer the Tumbleweed. Such a good card. It's a 6/7/7 and gets a free desert. It's rude. Okay. That is a problem. We can't hit him for one other target token, so you can't hit the whole thing in one. That's, oh, it is an instant, though, so we actually could hit for 3 and then hit for 6. Or we could hit for... Oh, we don't have enough mana, of course, but, like, yeah. I think we just bump for 3 here, and then... Wolverine is okay because it draws me an extra card, so it's almost free. But it is slow. I think we're in okay territory to go slow. Gives me a little chump blocker here as well. Oh my god, that card is not good to see. I forget what it does, but I know it's not good. When it enters any number of target opponents, each discard for each opponent who didn't discard a card with mana 4 or greater value, draw a card. So we actually have run out the wrong lands then, I guess, because we don't want to actually discard. Wow, that sucks. If we discard the swamp too, then we lose out on our 2 black cards. I need the trick shot to kill the Marauder. That's kind of gross. Okay. We lose a swamp, and he gets to draw a card. Okay, luckily he didn't swing. Definitely want to kill that Marauder. Do it like this. And then plot this. I like that. We're just going to plot this turn. Turn's all about plotting. Oh, I thought I had one more mana. I guess that's the mana that I discarded that I was counting in my head. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. Hold the phones. Okay. Well, it was still worthwhile, right? No choice. Okay. Alright, so here what we can do is pump the Property Tycoon to 5, and then if he blocks with the 7/7, get him with the trick shot. Those cost 2, so we actually just lose this, but I'm actually fine with that. Because this is now going to 2-for-1 him, unless he has, like, Stone Skin or something, but 6 here, 2 here. Stone Skin would make me pretty sad, but we'd still 1-for-1 at a minimum. Well, plus he'd be using Stone... Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, 1-for-1. We 2-for-1'd. We got him. We did it. We did the thing we were trying to do. It all worked out. Tether on the Arnix guy. My weakest creature. I got a 3/3, a 3/2, and a 3/1. He takes the 3/1. Alright, Wolverine. I do have some 6-drops, is the only issue still in my deck here. We've got a couple things unplayable. Kind of think we just plot this. We are pretty close to lethal as well, so... Swing with both and see what happens here. Got something. Okay. Okay, still taking it slow. Prairie Dog. I recall this being pretty good. Lifelink at the beginning of your end step. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand, put a +1/+1. Okay. Let's see what we hit with this. It's going to be Jasper. Alright, now we can play Jasper, so that's good news. Now we don't need the swamp. Okay. Guess we do it this way, huh? Down to 2. Oh, he gets 2 +1/+1s. Okay. Gonna get to heal for 4 if we swing. If we don't, we can still hit him for 1 here. If we turn this into like a 4/4, he heals 3, 4. We can't actually kill him. This double? Just how many it would put on it. Okay. It would be a 6/6 next turn. He's going to have to swing if we don't. Got one card in hand. Alright, so we pump this to 4/4. He trades. But then we still do 4. Well, if he just eats this, then he eats 4, 5. It's not enough still. I don't think we can swing here. Am I missing something? Do we just pump the Wolverine maybe and swing with just that? Or maybe we don't pump anything and then he trades, he still heals for 4. He's at 6. We do 3, 4, 5. Can't tap that then. This is really close, but we don't have it, I don't think. But this at least forces the trade of our bad creature for his good creature. So we will go for it. Okay. I guess you're supposed to... Oh, unclear. Instructions unclear. Probably could have swung with... No, because if you swing with everything, then he just blocks the 3/3, and then you do 4, 5, and then he survives with 1, but he keeps his big lifelinker. So yeah, I think that was the correct... I think that was the correct line. Okay. Down to 5, we drew some more land. On the off chance of like a holy cow or something, we'll go ahead and just pump 1. And go for it. Got him. Alright, here we go. 5 and 1. Wow, holy cow indeed. What an awful opening hand. God, it's almost perfect too. I'm going to keep... We do need to find a white source pretty bad, but... Oh my god. Okay, I mean, we're going to have Duelist on turn 2, which is an assassin. But then the mine card on 3 is going to give me, hopefully, knock on wood, a treasure token. And if not, we have Prickly Pear into mine card. I mean, we do need to find land here desperately. Desperate, desperate. Okay. It's a good sharpshooter target. So this turn we get to go minecart. Good stuff. You can also just sharpshoot the Bloodseeker, and then this has reach, so it's not bad. But I also don't like leaving the Raven alive. That seems like a bad attack to me. I mean, he must have something, but why swing with the Raven here? I don't know. He gets that back. But not for a bit, so that's fine. Okay. Ooh, top deck the Eartha Joe for the first time in this entire run. We finally see this card. So, when Eartha Joe enters, create a 1/1 mercenary. Until end of turn, activate a sorcery. Whenever you activate an ability that targets a creature or player, copy it. Yeah, so the Deadeye Duelists pop off with this too, right? You get to do 2 per turn. Of course, my opponent's at 25, so it's not really a consideration. We pseudo have 5 mana here, but I think just killing the Raven is probably our best bet, because this will start pinging again once he plays this. Mills. It's a crime. And then next turn we can Eartha. I don't think we need to kill this, though. I mean, it's tough. I think we can play it more like a long game. Play the long game, we'll kill this. He'll get the 2/2 lifelinker. We're not going to swing. Because we can get pretty wide with, like, Prickly goes too wide, Eartha goes too wide, and then the Mercenaries are going to pop off at that point. That's an annoying card, as I recall. When it deals combat damage, if you've committed a crime, you may sacrifice it. If you do, you get to search your library for a card and put it into your hand. Yeah, that's pretty nutty. We do need to get rid of that. Or prevent it from hitting me in the face, preferably. Alright, land is good. Keep giving me land. Get the sharpshooter online. I want something that can block the servant, and obviously the sharpshooter is good to do that, but I want a second option in case he has removal. So he is missing land drops. Prickly Pear is probably good. I like Prickly Pear here and then just holding the cow open. And then probably not doing it. We don't need to cow here. We don't need to use our treasure token. We still don't have a black source, so I would ideally like to save that. And now we can just ping him in the face. Okay. And now we can get Eartha Joe out. Tap this for 2 extra damage. Send the sharpshooter for like 5. Seems good. Or even just the Prickly Pear, right? Still going to hold off on using the treasure token here. Now we get the Dead-Eye Duelist for 2. I mean, I'm definitely going to block. Okay. I am totally happy with him removing bodies from the board. He gets an extra one with a Rictus, but this one doesn't have Death Touch, so that's fine by me. Lone Shark, he gets to draw a card. Get to ping him in the face twice. Sick. Ooh, Outlaws Merriment is not bad. I mean, we can pump like the Prickly Pear to 6. Just dies to the 2/2, but Coyote can put in some work. We can go Gila Courser Coyote. The Merriment's just way too tempting, though. It's just way too good. Oh, I'm gonna have to use my treasure token for it, though, huh? It's definitely a card that's worth doing, right? Like 4 or 5. He'd have to block here and there or something. I'm gonna pump the Prickly Pear here. I imagine it's just going to get double blocked by the... Okay, or that's fine as well. Yeah, and then we'll probably just... Holy cow. Yeah, because of the 2 black splashes, I really want to hold that treasure token. Would be incorrect. We have a lot of white sources in this deck, though, and they're going to go to waste if we don't need them. Once we draw, the next 7 cards are all white sources. I'll be pretty upset. But if we play this and then the next card is Jasper, we'll be upset as well, so. Let's flash in the cow here, start swinging in the air. Unfortunately, we don't get to tap this, but... Tap this, but... Counter? He's got a counter? Seen any counter magic? You gonna phantom interference me? Ah, you are. Dirty. Dirty, dirty boy. Okay. And then we hit the black source. So that means we can now go ahead and play the Outlaw Merriment. And the Gila Courser here. Alright, so before we do that, let's see what we want to do. We're not going to get to tap the Duelist again, but that's okay. Pump like the Coyote, it doesn't do too much. Still going to send it here. I think it just gets killed by a 2/2. But the more ground that we can clear here, the better. As we're going to start getting free creatures every single turn. And we want a clear path, especially if we can get some of those. What we really want is those 3/1 tramplers. They would be really good right now. Okay. And now he has nothing to block the Gila Courser either. I can't imagine why this would be a good attack, unless you're about to wipe the entire board here. You now have one blocker. Gonna play a 6/6 here or something? I don't think black or blue have a 6/6. He could have like a crazy 6/5 flyer, but I think he would have slammed that. Jailbreak. Put it on the top of the deck, huh? I mean, it's a good card. Is it a great card, though? In this board, it's pretty good. Okay, he makes me mill it. I mean, that's fine. It was a borderline card, and the medic is fine to lose as well. Deal 1 to anything. I mean, we could just kill the mercenary here. Gets rid of a blocker. Fine with that. Rid of a creature. That's not what we want to see. Okay. You are sending the 1/2 here. As a 5/2. Okay. Don't know how we have not found more white sources. It scares me that we're just going to flood out here. We've got 6 land out, so we don't need any more. That makes me upset. Alright, so we actually need to do this now. But then we eat 2 extra damage. Alright, I guess we're just going to... We only do 1 instead of doing 2, but then we get to stop 2 damage from coming through. Okay. The better block is the guy in the air, because if he does have something that pumps, he'd be pumping a lifelinker. We block the other guy. Alright. Free creature for me with trample. That's beautiful. Wow. We really are going to just hit all planes from here on out, aren't we? That's not cool. Okay. Well. We're going to send this guy and... these guys, I guess. I think we just play it as cautiously as possible, as we've got the Outlaws Merriment. That's gross. Okay. Gets to surveil 2 here as well. Yikes. But a minimum we're eating 2 here. Bins both. Rattleback and Treasure Dredger. That seems greedy. Okay. Lifelinker is great. Man, we're just gonna hit land. Come on. Brings him down to 5, but then he goes back up to 7, and we'd go down quite a bit here. I think we just send the lifelinker. Let's see what we're drawing next. Okay, that's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. Alright, let's just send this, play it more cautiously. I like to see a trade. The slower the game goes, the bigger our odds are of winning, I think. Unless my opponent has some ridiculous Stone Cold Bomb. Or if we just flood out. But we get the Shepherd out next turn. We get to stop the Flyer from hitting me in the face repeatedly. And we'll get something else back to hand. We're just getting free creatures every turn. What can we get back? We can get like a Coyote. Can we actually have lethal here? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we have lethal. Do we have a Coyote in here? Yes, sir, we do. Wait, it's trying to tap... Ah, stop. It's trying to tap all of my red mana? Is that really trying to do that? That's wild. Jeez. Thank you, Auto Tapper. Okay. Go for it. Let's go. Alright, final boss. Let's go. 6 and 1. We've got all of our colors. We've got a 2, a 3 that's sketchy, and a 5 that's sketchy. Okay, but the pylons we can at least dig for some real cards here. Okay, Roadrunner is fine. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on the pylons for now, as we don't mind if we draw a land again. Hitting a 5th land is okay. We don't really want to hit a 6th yet. So for now, we'll just go like this, although now we draw another thing, and that's annoying. Is it better to just swing with this immediately? No. Opponent going first, getting their Arnix out before me could put me way behind here. Yep, not feeling good now. Not feeling good at all. More land. Okay, we don't want more land. They're good on the land. Please. There we go. Man. Kind of brutal. I think we just play the Keykeeper and swing, because we can't stop the Arnix from swinging, but we can stop the Grizzly from swinging. It gets trample if it saddles, which is fine, because we could still, again, kill it. God, Prairie Dog is really good, too. Alright, my opponent's curve has been nothing short of unpleasant here. Minecart Raider, not helpful. Nothing helpful. We've got no helpful cards. Okay. I think we're just going to die to the Arnix. Next turn we can shoot it, but that's not really that helpful. Spending 5 mana to deal 1 damage. Yikes. Man, yikes. This is very, very bad. Hey. Next turn we can go 3 and 2. Well, I don't want to play the 2-drop out here for sure. So it's between the minecart and the wolf, and kind of neither are good options. I want the treasure token just because we need as much mana to double, triple spell as possible, but neither of these are good options. Here we're just going to burn a card, which is fine, I guess. Should have played it out first in case it's a land, but... I think we just swing. We're in a very bad race here. Okay. This is a land, whatever. Yeah, that was dumb on my part. Oh well. Oh my dear God, are you actually kidding me? Jesus. Alright, I mean, this guy's curve is just the nuts. Like, there's nothing we could do. He went first. GG's. Swing with the dog seems to be a mistake. Really a shame that he doesn't have a token out. Like, if this was a token, we'd be back in the driver's seat. It is not. Such a bad option. Hit this guy. Okay. My odds of winning this game are about 0.1% right now. Pretty gross card, too. He's going to get to start pumping this thing. He was making trades that I don't really agree with, too. I think he's playing poorly, in my humble opinion. Like, this could have given everything trample, right? Yeah, creatures you control gain trample. Like, that just wins the game, right? I don't know. I mean, I think this becomes very large, right? This is going to be a 5/5. It's going to be hard to block. No way to get a treasure, but that's fine. Or just comes down to what bodies do we want to put on board to sacrifice. It's a shame that all these have haste, and we could give this haste too. We do so much damage this turn. And then die. I'm going to swing for 5, so I mean, we have to play this no matter what. Like 5 from this, and then 8 total is what I meant. And then I guess the coyote is better, so sacrifice the roadrunner here. Seems like he's got some removal in hand, though. I just don't think we ever had a chance here. Just play your removal. You win the game. Okay, no removal. But this gets to mill stuff before it attacks, so... Jesus, man, this guy is punishing me here. So if it becomes more than a 5/5, we're basically screwed. He can't saddle this, though, with the Griff. Okay, so if he's not attacking with the Burrow Fiend, we're still alive. We definitely need some help off the top of the deck. I don't even know what. That Arnix basically just won the game, though. Basically soloed me. Holy cow. That is not entirely helpful, but it's also not the worst. Such a shame to waste the ability here. He did have removal. Okay. Destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. Okay. Well, that sucks. Jesus, man. He suits up the Griff, we're dead, right? The world where he mills himself to death? No, not even close. Saddle 3, wow. Okay. That's going to be very large. A lot of lifelink. Lane's not going to cut it. We could eat 5 here, actually. Okay. Wow. Oh. That actually would have been helpful, too. Alright. GG's. You just swing with everything. You win the game, buddy. You can even just swing with 3 things and you win the game. Okay, you don't want to win yet? That's fine. Dance one more turn. I don't know why you didn't want to win. Nexus could hit something big. I don't know. Jasper's a little too slow. Hitting a couple creatures here, but then this costs 4 or no? 3? Okay. Does 4 damage. What is this? Okay, so we can block 2. So we're still dead, but if he messes up. Also, we could hit Nexus here, right? So I guess we should have waited to see what Nexus hits. Okay. That's got reach. In a world where somehow we actually pull this off. There's no shot, right? Okay. Ah! You brick. We need to hit something here. Wow. Jasper's a good boy. I'm going to play my land out for sure, because Jasper, if we get to actually untap with him here, the more land we have, the better. Okay, that's just a chump block. We're both mercenaries, so we're going to lose 1 mercenary here, but that's okay. They'll have 2. Jasper needs to live. Let's go. Let's go. I think we just blow up the beaver. And play the paladin, because the paladin will get me 3 life and a big body. We'll wait 1 more turn before we get aggressive here. We're going to untap with Jasper and get to exile 4 of his cards. That's an easy chump block here. Excuse my coughing. Okay. Does he really have what is happening? Oh. Confused because I drew a land. Oh, from the... Sorry, I was coughing and missed what was going on. Alright, we exile 3 of his cards. Trash the town. He's down to 11 cards as well. We get a big Burrow Fiend. Okay. I am more concerned about just playing defensively now than I am about playing offensively. Let's hit next here and see what we hit. Okay, because if it's a land, we get the Duelist for free. Plus, it's bigger. So it is better. I don't think we need to do damage to his face. I think we just need Jasper to live. Alright, we want the Burrow Fiend for sure. And then Trash will play for the lulls. We can do +2/+2 counters. I'm going to put them on here in case... I mean, green-white doesn't really have much that's going to just deal damage. It's more like it's going to exile it or whatever. Maybe we just put it on the Paladin, just have a big blocker. He could have a punch, but even a punch with 5 is enough. Yeah, I'm going to put it on here because if we have one big body, that's kind of enough to block him. He needs to kill the big body in order to get through. He needs to kill Jasper. This is very sketchy, but okay. What do you got here? Do you have another Trash the Town or something? It doesn't work, right? I don't... What he could have here. He has some type of removal. He gets 5 damage through. Okay. But now we're going to get to exile 4 cards. Wow, all land? Are you kidding me? And then I hit land? That's actually absurd. We could lose this game now. He has 6 cards left, and we're going to lose this game. That was the biggest whiff in the history of the world. Okay, thank God we hit something. Man, that was absurd. Not gonna lie. We just hit 4 land. I can't even believe that. That is so gross. Alright, thank God he whiffed. If he had more removal, it would have been a little dodgy. Okay, he's going to swing with everything because he's dead. He put something on the top for me, so thank you. Alright. Pass to blockers. Go 3, 4... No. 3, 4, 5. 1 there. 2 there. Making sure he's got no tricks here. Alright, Property Brothers. You get... be invincible for the day. Wow, are you kidding me? We hit 6 land. That is actually insane. I don't even know how that's possible. Okay. Longhorn. We can shoot his Arnix, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to exile this. It'll be a 3/3 flyer, but he's got 3 cards. We probably just didn't have to do anything there, but it's fine. Holy cow, just to get some health. Alright, no attacks. Sharpshoot. Blow that up. Okay. He can see that I have the Holy Cow, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it out now. Keep that on top so we don't mill ourselves to death here. Alright. Let's go. I have no earthly idea how we won that game. That was insane. We're getting close to the top 1200 again. Wow. That was quite the run. Holy smokes. That's like trophy number like 32 or something for me in this set. I love this set. Love Jasper. Jasper's one of my faves. Let's take a peek at the deck again. 7-1. The Reanimate was really cool. We didn't get to play too much. Jasper just completely won that last game, along with the Nexus. We had a couple just absolute machines. Once we had these things set up, the Outlaw, the Nexus, Jasper, like, God, those things are pretty hard to beat. Pretty gnarly combo that we had at least 2 of them out in a lot of games. Like, we had the Outlaw plus Nexus. The last game was Nexus plus Laughing. Pretty disgusting. Not bad. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.